So, when they turn on their dryer, next door at the cleaners, well, it's a big dryer. It vibrates the walls, and this is unexpected. I should have expected it, but sometimes it vibrates so much our keys over here will start jingling a little bit. I haven't been able to catch that one on video, but I just heard this from the front of the shop. Needs weight. It wouldn't do that if it had stuff in the drawers. Stop it. Oh well. Get to deal with the jingling. To painting, it just stopped vibrating. I'm not going to turn the light on, and I'm going to time lapse this part of it. So, got it cleaned up yesterday, enough to paint. There's still a couple of things under here, but I can scoot them in, and they won't get paint on them. I am going to stain this, just to make it look a little bit better. But other than that, I'm going to paint, and also I'm going to have to do a backboard here of some kind. So let me grab my tape measure. Where's my tape measure? Where's tape measure? Okay, so 2x4 pegboard. Instead of buying one whole sheet, it's 5 foot wide, so I'm gonna need a backer since the pegboard has to have room behind it. You actually have to buy the little spacers for the pegboard so that it stands off, so when you have the pegboard attached to the wood frame behind it, it is not a problem with hooking in your pegboard hooks. So you have to stand it off, and I have to attach it to this plaster wall, which the only way to attach it to old plaster is toggle bolts securely, and even that's sketchy. So luckily with pegboard it's going to be pretty much all vertical hanging weight and not out and down. And I've got, I did the same thing up here with my key accessories wall, which y'all have seen in plenty of videos. And it's two 2x4 sections with a wood frame. I don't know what kind of, I can't remember what kind of wood frame I use, like the little 1x2s for the frame for that. Just 3 horizontal 1x2s, which would be like this. Oh, do I have any? Oh yeah, here's one. The 1x2 boards. And don't ask what this is for, but like I have 3 vertical ones. 1, 2, 3. But my counter is going to be to here about, and that's over to, I think the easiest way to do it, even though it's going to project down past the bench and kind of be wasted space, I think it would be easiest just to get them and go 2x4, but that's going to, 4 foot wide is going to kind of be centered. So I'm going to figure out what to do for the border, for the edges, and that's actually not a bad thing because I could use it. So that's going to be right there if you center it, and I'm going to have what, 6 inches left on each side. Oh. Yeah, 6 inches. So I could do the pegboard. It means I gotta buy a bunch of hooks. The pegboard with 2 wide strips on the side, and on the wide strips, maybe I could hang pretty stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna kilt that because it's gonna be covered up anyway. So I've got like 6 gallons of kilts. I think we buy kilts every time we start to paint, and like only use a little bit and then put it up there. So I've got a bunch of kilts. So I'm just gonna kilt that wall and these sides, and then I'll paint these sides. I wish they didn't have. There's holes here. I don't know which. Let me get the camera. I don't know what these holes are put in here for, but so for hanging something in this, we had decided this was a rifle stand, which makes sense because the former well, this is the South. But I wish there was an easy way, and I can guarantee you those are 2 1/8 inch holes. Anytime you see a hole drilled in a random piece of wood, it's either going to be the 1 inch. There's my 1 inch hole for the wiring, to run the wiring up through here and follow it back off to the plug back there. But if you see any holes drilled in a locksmith shop, it's going to be 1 inch or 2 1/8. So this was a homemade, probably had a bars or something to hold it in, no telling. However, that means I'm going to have to get MDF or something to go from here to here, which is a foot. Okay, so I can work with that. I can buy a 12 by something. So I need, but it needs to be pretty thin, so. And how long does it need to be? 4 foot would definitely work. So 4 foot, and that's 1/2 inch. So I need a thinnest board and put on each edge. I left myself room with the light, and actually I should have painted. Can y'all see where I'm at? Yeah, I should have freaking painted that so it would reflect the light correctly. All right, so I need, first off, I'm gonna need these definitely 12 as thin as possible, so like a 3/8 MDF or something, 1/2 inch MDF if it might stick out a little bit, and that'll bring it in a little bit. And then I need 2, I'm probably gonna go by my wood place, so sorry camera, my specialty wood place, to see about getting some really nice side pieces here. 6 inch by 4. Or even 3. I could even do 3. That place that has like this fancy wood right here. See, this would look good once it was stained and polyurethane. And that is a little over 5 inches, but you could do something like that would look good. How am I gonna fasten that without it showing though? So that border on each side, I'm gonna go ahead and do some measurements. So we'll go on into time lapse because I'm just gonna be doing stuff. Got it marked out. Here we go. I mean, that diagram right there is self-explanatory, right? Yeah. 2x4 panel of pegboard. 6-inch, 1x6 in fancy wood on the edges. 7.5, that's an odd size. 7.5. So I might have to do something there, but 7.5 by 5 foot this way, backer. This will be the area that is directly behind, say, my pinning kit if it's open here. So if I don't elevate my pinning kit and I leave it on the desk, that is going to cover up a one good section to about there. And then if I ever do add another monitor and computer, it would be on this side or vice versa, whichever. And so this backer board here doesn't really need to be impressive wood because half of it will be covered up. That, you know, there's always that space. So I want the sides to look good. That is not a big deal, unless I can find a piece of matching wood at my wood place for not a terrible amount of money, like maybe oak or something. That way, in case I ever do want to showcase that an area there. But also that would be right in the back corner. Yeah. Okay. I just need to go to my fancy wood place first. And then here's my 40-inch mark, which is going to be the height of the desk coming out. I'm still undecided about 16 inches. I don't know if that's enough. Thinking maybe 20 inches out and curving. Turn the camera off. 16 inches is going to come out to right past this line. And I don't know if that's enough. Since I'm doing this, I don't know if that's enough desk space. It's going to be right there. Considering, if we're using this as an example, and see half of that, here's what I'm talking about. This is why I want to elevate this. And even though it's going to cast a shadow underneath it, I think I still want to elevate it. But this thing takes up 8 inches, counting the handle sticking out, by 21 inches. Now I know I could put a smaller one there, but this one you have to pull out the drawer. My wood, you have to pull out the drawer. So what did I say, 21? So 21 is going to go all the way across one whole section. So I may elevate it because this light is forward. So while I've got it directed, and I'm not going to go plug it in, but it mainly directs out, and it kind of leaves this area in maybe a shadow. So I don't know, maybe 20 inches or 16. 20 inches would be ideal. Because if we come over here, 20 inches goes back to there. 16 is about there. This was altogether 9 inches. That's half of the desk. Okay, I got some pondering to do. I just decided 20 inches in case I want to move key machines over there. What a wonderful idea, Jason. Always save room for key machines, and a 20-inch footprint does just that. So we're going 20 by 5. I gotta write stuff now. I gotta have a back brace, so I'm gonna need 2x4s. That's 5 foot, so I'm gonna need, that's gonna kill 2x4x8, that's gonna kill 3 of them, because I gotta go once, and that's gonna kill 1 whole board. Give me 3 foot left over, and if I go, I can use 1 for these braces coming out. So I need 2 2x4x8s. Time to paint. No, time to get coffee and then paint. It's still good. So that didn't really cover that very well on the first coat, but it doesn't matter because this will be covered up anyway. You won't be able to see that. I could do another coat, but I feel like it's gonna pop right back out like it did there. Only way, it looks like little feet right here. That's weird. It's really weird. So I could either paint it or not worry about it, because again, it'll be underneath the counter and I'll probably have stuff covering it anyway. But we're kilted and ready. Still got to dry overnight, but ready to put all the stuff up. So I got to go to the store and get all that stuff. So let's go. All right, we are going to get started with, let me grab my little short camera tripod. I'm just getting in from an appointment this morning. I ran by and grabbed my 2x4s and my 1x2s and my pegboard for the beginning of the back wall of my area here. It does make a sound. Okay guys, so you can see what I did there. I went ahead and pulled one down. That way I can at least go ahead and utilize it for stuff where I don't have to get a ladder and get up there. I may actually leave it in this configuration because some stuff, like all these are still full, these are empty. And what I'll do is I'll put these full ones up onto the bottom row, which I can barely reach by standing on my tiptoes. But I wouldn't be able to, I could pull it out, so they need to stay light. But anywhere from here up, I could pull it out. And I could barely get it out. But I would definitely need a ladder. Of course, this area hopefully will stay clear. But in the meantime, with this set, what I'm going to do is peel all these labels that are pre-me. I did not do these labels. And it bugs me seeing this handwriting. So my goal in this section of the video is to get all these labels off, which looks like is going to require cleaning every one of them. And put new labels on, because other than Dexter by Schlage, I don't use a lot of this stuff anymore. So time to relabel. As we can see, I've kind of had to move stuff back over there because I am starting in on straightening this area. I spent most of Saturday, what little time I actually spent up here Saturday, I did not do that. I spent totally straightening up my vise area, and which will lead me off into this side as well. And hopefully we can get all this cleared up once I get my bench top in and get it set up. So today or tomorrow or the next day, one of the days that I get a chance to, I'm gonna go ahead and start looking for this wood. Whenever I get an opportunity, I'm gonna try to find some inexpensive but better looking wood. So that's where we're at now. On to work. Back at it this morning. I am sorting out cylinders. If we go up here, we can see I've already got some going. I don't know if you can see that or not. I've got all these empty except for those. I moved my automotive up there, and I am in the process of basically just sorting these cylinders that are on my desk up to there. I'm going to bust this open and see. We have a shit ton of other cylinders. So again, I'm going to just keep on separating. And there's old Lockwood, old brass Sargent IC looks like. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well this morning. We will catch y'all next update, I guess. And hopefully by then I'll have all this sorted out. For the most part,